Why is the current weather forecast no good? And how can it be easily improved? How can you predict long-term temperature highs in advance? How can you predict long-term temperature lows in advance? It's very simple. For example, let's take the temperature data for Moscow in 2018, for clarity. Let's measure the distance from lows, February 26th, to highs, July 17, equals about 144 days. And one more example. Let's take the temperature data for Moscow in 2020. From lows, February 8th, to highs, July 7, equals about 144 days. It's the same with lows, only another number of days, 233. And one more thing, there are usually significant disadvantages to this period. But not absolute for the winter. Let's take 2019 and 2020 as examples. From June 9th, 2019, it was maximum, to January 28th, 2020, it was minimum, equals the period of about 233 days. Likewise, let's take 2018 and 2019. From July 17th, 2018, its maximum, to March 2nd, 2019, its minimum, equals about 233 days. Similar calculations are sufficient for shorter periods of time. Let's take Moscow as an example again. The period from the previous low to the next low is 13 and 21 days. Let's check it out. Year 2018. From February 26th to March 17th equals the period of about 21 days. From March 17th to March 29th equals about 13 days. From March 29th to April 21st equals about 21 days. From April 21st to May 2nd equals about 13 days. And so on. It's the same with the highs. There are 8 cycles in total. Individual cycles may be reduced or increased by about a day. That's not the point. Using this pattern, it is simple to calculate the phases of cooling and warming. And how do you rely on the weekly forecasts on your smartphone? Climatology and meteorology are the most banal applications. Today's meteorological forecasts are based on the calculation of the airborne particles' trajectory based on weather stations' data at different geographical points and on mathematical models. With this method you can get a relatively accurate forecast with a variation of 2 or 3 degrees for 1 to 2 days. The accuracy depends on the density of the weather stations. The accuracy of long-term forecast, from a week to 10 days, depends largely on the accuracy of mathematical models. This is much less accurate than a 1 to 2 day forecast. The longer-term forecast is almost half random. Take any online weather forecast for 2 weeks or a month, save it and check it in a while. Certainly, this will not match reality.